place.
Yeah.
I can't see without my glasses.
I got that sun hitting me right in the eyeball. We may not be able to bring in very much sitting this close to the building now.
Seeking, let's try.
Is that the same TV antenna or separate antenna?
It's a separate antenna. Down here by this building, once we get close to this building, we can't ever bring hardly anything in down here. That's like up at our other building, we get one radio station, and that's all you get.
When I first spoke with Angie at IWU, I felt I was talking to a friend. She understood my problems at work and had solutions. She explained it later.
Let me see what it does up here. Does it figures up in here?
I registered to all my courses and my books were delivered to me. As I started classes, I found that Indiana Wesleyan University.
So how do you control the inside versus the outside speaker?
There's a separate,
Oh, there's a separate stereo outside and an outside compartment for that. Remember on these, it's just with the wind destroys it all.
Yeah.
If you don't have any questions, we're going to roll that back up so that way the wind's not going to... Same way, just actually when it's all the way up, you'll be able to hear it. You hear it tap against the side of that.
There was a visit from the manager that came down.
Oh yeah. This right here is an air mattress. It's just, right here's your start and stop switch.
Okay.
And these two switches, if you're ever running the generator and the generator continues running and it just quits producing 110, you want to come out here and check. These are just like household breakers. You just shut them off, turn them back on to reset.
How many hours before you get the oil change and make?
Actually, it states in there that it says to change oil at 150 hours or annually, whichever comes first. Perform more often in dusty conditions. Clean your air filter at 150 hours and replace it 450 hours.
Is that the air filter right there?
Huh?
Is
Yeah,
that the air
behind
filter
you.
right behind
Yep.
it? Yeah.
And this just...
Oh shit, that thing was that quiet without the cover on.
Extra storage
Yep.
or
Just extra storage.
put another battery in there.
So that battery was for the hydraulics and for stuff?
No, that battery runs hydraulics and everything inside the car.
Okay.
Manual, no, that's tire.
No, that's...
manual crank.
yeah, it's the crank for your
Slides.
tire.
That's for the tires or the slides?
That's for the tires.
Okay.
And of course that right there is exhaust. These right here are your switches for
The light up
the
there.
light right up here.
Okay. On, off, and flash.
Yeah. Now the flash, you can only run the flash. Yeah, because we had a guy that tried to run it and he actually got pulled over and got a ticket for it because it's a red flashing light.
This is the
Oh, it's red.
legs.
Yeah. Can't do that.
Yeah, that runs your gas up in there. Right here, storage for a sewer hose. Right here's your LP tank.
Do they automatically switch from one to the other?
Yes.
Okay.
And then it's right here is your cord and all that. That right there, you take this off and that's where you can change the bag on your hookup for.
Got a light cable.
You have an outside shower. This is all plumbed into the whole system.
Yeah. What are the jacks there?
Satellite.
Satellite TV.
Oh, okay.
Because they're set up where you can actually take this off and you run them up to the bottom and you can close the store and you won't have to leave the store open at all times.
Same way with your hose.
Yep, it's all set up, you can run it.
What's this?
That right there's a sewer clean out. You have a sewer clean out for your front bathroom and a sewer clean out for your back one.
And these are clean outs too?
No, that's your city water connect. That's where you hook your water hose up.
Oh, okay. I was looking down here.
No,
Oh, these go to that.
Yeah, these are your handles for dumping your tanks, which is right there. There's your sewer dump station.
Gotcha.
That is for these, and the other, like I said, the other one's right next to it. That's for that back.
Is there a separate pull for that one?
Yeah, it's right. If you look right up there.
Okay. Okay, so this is the water connection. This is for filling up
Sewer
the
cleanup.
tanks.
No, that's sewer cleanup. Your fresh water tank fills through the same one. That's what these valves are for right here.
If you want to run anything as far as air conditioner or hot water, you really have to start the generator. They lost power in there.
And where? That's why it kept beeping. I thought it was the cord. It was. And then in your paperwork, when it said, you know, that way that lets water into your fresh water tank.
Okay. So if I want to hook up to city water but don't want to fill the tank up, I turn that back off.
Straight like that.
Gotcha.
If you have city water hookup, you just put that and leave them handles just the way they are.
Okay. Do you usually run the hose up through here?
Yes.
Okay. Great.
Because that way you don't ever have to worry about whatever's
Leaving
in
this
here.
unlocked.
Everybody's seeing what's.
Right. And this is drain?
No, that's well, after you get your fresh water tank full, and we'll be able to tell you see water start dripping out the overflow down here.
Okay.
Then you turn that back, and you got to turn this one like that. And then when you turn your water pump on, that's what lets the water go through the lines into your kitchen faucet and everything else.
Fresh water out. So that lets fresh water out of the fresh water tank.
Out of the fresh
in
water
there.
tank into the unit.
So if we wanted to run everything off city, we have both these flat.
Just leave them like that. Hook your water hose up, turn it on.
Gotcha.
And this right here, all this
Certainly
is,
don't want to carry around 100 gallons of water unless we
this
have
here
to.
is your winterizing hose. They got it set up when you go to winterize. Which makes it really nice because your water pump's that back in there, and to get to the water pump, you got to take all that out, and it's not fun.
So you drain everything out there.
How do you do that?
What?
How do you drain it?
Right here, off this.
Yeah, I see you drain it. What do you do?
Turn
Suck
everything
it out of
on.
there or what?
No, your fresh water tank you have a drain, right? You have the two. You see the red and the blue?
Yep. Okay.
That is your low point drains for draining all the water out of all the system. This right here is the drain for your fresh water tank.
Okay.
It's just got the little cockpit turn drain on it. Did you want me to go ahead and drain the rest of the water out of it, or?
How much is in there?
It's showing a quarter, so you probably got.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, so you'll drain both the system and the tank there. What's the siphon hose for?
That's for when you get ready to winterize. After you get all the water drained out, you would close them drains off, and you get a gallon of antifreeze.
Right.
You put this down into the antifreeze, and then you would turn this switch
It'll suck it up in there?
like that, and then when you turn your water pump on inside, it sucks the antifreeze up through the water line.
Now I got you. Okay.
Which is nice because most people they'll put antifreeze in their fresh water tank. Once you get that in there's the outside of your water heater, which it all lights on the inside with the electric. There's a safety switch on the electric, so as long as this switch is in the out position, if a kid would go in there and turn your water heater on electric, it's not going to heat up as long as this switch is turned off.
Okay.
So when you get there, if you wanted to run electric, you'd have to pop that little clip out and just push that on and go inside and hit your switch inside.